rappers. They say they're trying to escape one of the toughest neighborhoods in Toronto with songs about what they know, like being shot 14 times. But others say they're glorifying guns and death.
When I was a kid, it was cool to wear bell-bottoms, but apparently it's cool to have a firearm.
A documentary report.
The National. From the Canadian Broadcasting Centre.
Still ahead tonight, street rappers. They're hoping stardom finds them before the violence they sing about catches up with them.
They come to the studio and they say, we gotta finish these songs before we get killed.
Stars from one of the toughest neighborhoods in all of Canada. Together they call themselves Tha Smugglaz. Their songs, they say, are about the lives they live. Lives filled with violence and death. Their big hope is to rap their way out before it all catches up with them. Others, though, say the two are only helping to glamorize a hardcore gangster lifestyle. Judge for yourself. Here's Mark Morrison now with Street Rappers.
All right, recording full force.
That ain't no gangster, yo, that niggas is live. Every time I come inside, I gotta see my mama cry. Just think I'm gonna die, or get locked up. All I'm hearing on the streets is fuck.
This is the story of two young rappers growing up in Toronto's Jane Finch neighborhood. It's Canada's largest public housing community.
A
13-year-old boy was shot in the head.
Open fire under the seat.
Shot and killed in his father's car.
It happened outside a convenience store in the Jane Finch
Gunfire ripped through Britswood Avenue.
This is a place so notorious for street violence, the newspapers call it the gun crime capital of Canada. Some who live here call it the jungle. They believe there's only three ways to get out: school, sports, and rap music. Call themselves Speng and Sticka. Together they are the Smugglaz. And their music is their story of what it's like to live here.
Our album's called The Life We Live. So basically every song is just things that we've been through or things that we want to get in life. Basically everyday things, that's what we rap. You know, it's like kind of like ghetto poetry.
It's called gangster rap. It's a U.S. import growing in popularity here and elsewhere in Canada. Fans say it speaks to the reality of living in the country's poorest inner-city neighborhoods. Their producer, Ryan Lord.
They rap about what they do, what they see in the hood. Like people say there's no ghettos here, there's no gangsters here, there's no this here. Come see the Smugglaz.
For the select few lucky enough to win record deals, rap music does more than mere reality. It changes it. It can be a ticket to a new life.
Rap music is a help to me. It helps a lot of people.
We want to get our family out of the woods. Yeah, man. Tupac, the greatest rapper, man.
We don't want to be in the hood.
We want to get out. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we're rapping. We want to get rich and help our family.
Yeah, man, that's what we want to do.
Today, Speng and Sticka are putting the finishing touches on their first album at this basement studio in Toronto. Many of Canada's best-known rappers came here to record before making it big on the rap scene. The Smugglaz and their friends hope they'll be next. In the meantime, they're polishing off their record and their gangsta image. This may look like a lot of bad boy posturing, but it's not just an act. The gangsta lifestyle and its props can be deadly.
One time they came here, I'll never forget. And they came with sawed-off shotguns and all kind of stuff, and I'm like, guys, what are you doing here? Where's the war at? You know, keep the war away from my house.
They're barely over 20, but there isn't one person here who hasn't been shot at. The bullet holes are called war wounds. They give gangster rappers credibility with their fans.
Hello, boys and girls.
Tapping out a motherfucking strip joint, you know what I'm saying? Going through life.
You are discussing life. Stick Up has already been shot 14 times.
For the Smugglers, it's do or die. Like, they come to the studio and they say, we gotta finish these songs before we get killed.
Their debut video features the themes that define gangster rap. This celebration of guns, drugs, sex, and easy money has mainstream appeal. It outsells every other kind of music. More than $97 million worth in North America last year. An industry fueled by that many sales can offer rap artists incredible wealth and fame.
It's hard to say no to that when you're from a poor neighborhood and don't think you have much of a chance to make it. It's a way to turn your misfortune into your greatest asset. The more hardships you face and the more hardcore your lifestyle, the better. For gangster rappers, what you sing about is what you live.
They'll talk within their music. They'll talk about white people. They'll talk about drugs. They'll talk about school. They'll talk about mom. They'll talk all of that in their music. So when you hear their music, it's real.
Apple is a top Toronto rap promoter. He understands the allure of gangster rap.
Everything bling, everything come through. Girls want sing, niggas want cling, chains want bing. Big apples right here, gotta do my thing. Now do I bounce? My name stay pronounced. What you know about a thug? Niggas smoke me an ounce and I get so fly. You gon' die, cameraman, give me a shot. If that you gon' die. Oh shit, that's some shit that's some money shit right there. Smugglers is grimy. They're that straight Toronto slum from Jane Finch. You know what I'm saying? They don't get involved in they just dirty kids. And in their music, if you listen to their music now, it can get to the war because people can relate to that type of struggle they're going through. They don't come from families that they can send them to college and all that. That's not the dream growing up. The dream growing up is just to get one thing, that's money.
Speng and Stick Up are the first generation to grow up in these houses.
Just concentrating on one thing right now, man. It's my music still, you know, that's my job right there.
It sucks.
To tell you the truth, I know it's gonna happen. I know for a fact it's gonna happen, man. Been in it too long for that to happen. Just takes time, man. Soon get out there.
Even death becomes glory in the rap scene. The Smugglaz album is dedicated to all of their dead friends. They've recently lost 5 to street violence.
Everybody has their time to go. So you gotta look at it like that too. You know, so when it's your time to go, you just go. There's no running away from it.
I ain't saying I ain't never gonna get shot again. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's life, man. Whatever happens, happens, man. Happens for a reason. God's watching me and all my dead homies are watching me, man.
You know, we're here for a reason, you know? No man could kill you. You know, you might think a man could kill you because a man could put a bullet to you or stab you with a knife, hit you in a car, but no man could kill you, you know? So you just gotta watch your back. You gotta walk, you know? You gotta watch how you walk on the streets.
It's an AK-47, currently prohibited in Canada. This is an Intertech 9mm, which is manufactured in the United States, smuggled illegally into Canada. We're seeing a trend in these coming back, shotgun, sawed-off shotgun, which basically cuts you in half. There is a sex appeal issue with these gang members who are dealing with these things. They're like chrome, flashy guns.
Guns have always been used to commit crimes, but now they've become a fashion statement. Almost all of these guns were taken from young people in the Jane and Finch area. And rappers have embraced the gun chic like no one else.
It's cool. I mean, when I was a kid, it was cool to wear bell-bottoms, but apparently it's cool to have a firearm, in particular a handgun.
Police believe much of the youth violence in these streets is linked to a favorite rap music theme, gang rivalry. In Jane and Finch, it's the north side against the south side. Stick Up does a lot of rapping about the ongoing street war over drugs and turf, but he denies any gang involvement. He says his 14 bullet holes were just a case of wrong place, wrong time in a bad neighborhood. A scene few outsiders have witnessed. A neighborhood rap concert featuring the Smugglaz. The event was billed a truce. It was supposed to bring the two warring sides of Jane and Finch, the north and the south, together under one roof for one night. Speng says he believed rap had the power to overcome rivalries.
Jane and Finch was known not to get along with each other and stuff like that. Certain parts in Jane and Finch, and we had the whole of Jane and Finch up top, down lane, everything, up on stage that one night, ready to be like this. Because when I turned around and I seen everybody, I was like, yeah, shoot. And I was surprised to see certain man with certain man standing up beside each other. So the first thing I said, yeah, Jane and Finch, we're going to do this, man, we're going to do this, you know? It's going to happen now.
While Stick Up was on stage, someone was preparing to use the event to settle a score. As the concert came to a close and people started to leave, a familiar sound rang out.
Late last night, gunmen rushed the crowded warehouse and opened fire. 2 men were shot dead.
One man died on the dance floor. The other died as his friends tried to rush him to the hospital. He was Junior D, a local rapper and a close friend of the Smugglaz. Police interviewed Stick Up and others who performed that night, but got no answers.
We've conducted over 220 interviews with limited results. We feel that some of these people that are holding back at this time are the ones that are holding the vital information that could put all this together.
We as a community need to come together when these census acts happen and pull together as a community to solve it and try to stop it.
A police interrogation did a lot to boost Stick Up's gangster rapper profile, but he says he doesn't know anything.
I see more people, you know. Before Junior D dropped out, I seen a lot of people drop out, and they ain't find none of their killers, you know what I'm saying? Cops arrest you for no reason and everything, you know? Like, yo, fuck. You guys never found and shot me the 3 times, you know? Now you guys are trying to bring me in a double homicide and all this shit, you know? Let's show them, yo, man, that's your guys' job. You guys go do your job. Don't ask me for help, man, 'cause I ain't know shit.
Junior D's death is just one more name on a long list of unsolved murders here. But even though the community is reluctant to come forward with information for fear of retaliation, people are starting to openly question a music style that glorifies guns and death.
Gangster life may give rappers credibility, but he's reluctant to admit he does anything more than just sing about guns.
And what am I supposed to make of people saying that you guys are the real deal, that you guys are really into it hardcore, that gangster lifestyle?
Whoever told you they see me with a gun talking shit, or you're talking shit? 'Cause I know nobody never told you they see me with no gun. You know what I'm saying?
Even if Stick Up can't, the rap industry is starting to acknowledge the impact violent music can have on young people and the communities they live in.
Roll cameras!
30 years ago, U.S. rapper Dougie Fresh was one of the inventors of rap. His latest video shoot in Toronto was dubbed "Leave Your Heat at Home." He and Canadian rappers are now trying to use their music to show fans that gangster life is not the way to be a gangster rapper. Just after he won his first Juno in 1995, his brother was stabbed to death. Today he raps about the dangers of street life. He comes here with his friends and his son to show his fallen brother respect, rapper style.
You look for trouble, you're going to find it. Not only here, anywhere you go.
Dougie Fresh says it's time rappers take responsibility for what they preach.
We learn through song, and our songs do have an impact on our community. And at one point or another, everybody that's doing things in a particular way, they're gonna have to take responsibility for it.
Yeah, let's take it another sticker. I'm the snake, you just don't give a f***. Yeah, street rappers, home chain snatchers. Hit you up quick and make you lay down backwards.
They say they aren't planning to soften their rap anytime soon. They don't see themselves as a problem. And they say, okay, that's it, you guys are promoting violence, you're promoting crime.
And we're promoting violence. Yeah, that's what we see every day, man.
We see every day. Even if you're a little kid watching TV, then we're gonna see violence on TV.
25 rounds of gunfire sprayed the community's back alley. A teenager was shot in the chest.
Police say an unknown man fired several shots from a handgun.
Over the past year, police reported 80 gun-related offenses in the Jane Finch area. But community leader Lennox Farrell says there's more to a neighborhood than what you hear in the news reports.
Our children, like any other kids, some get into trouble, most do not. But those who get into difficulty with the law shouldn't be the ones used to define and define us.
Look, he's gonna tell you who he is. Tell him who you are.
I'm a basketball player.
Which team do you play for?
Huh?
What team you play for?
Raptors.
Raptors.
In spite of the growing concern about rap and violence, the Smugglaz and their bad guy image have never been more popular in the neighborhood. Kids look up to them. The Smugglaz are still working on their album, still hoping rap stardom will get them out of the hood before the street catches up to them.
It ain't even about being scared, man. You never know what's gonna come from you. That's the way I look at it. I don't think I'm gonna be lucky the next time. I was lucky before, still. Yeah, that's what the music's there for. The only thing I see taking me out of is the music, man. Like I said, yeah. It's the only thing.
See you on the streets, I'm gonna get you and flop ya. The street rappers, gold chain snatcher. Hit you up, turn and make you lay down backwards.
For The National, I'm Mark Morrison in Toronto.
Please stay with us. We'll be